Welcome to the Roku Pay Developer Summit 2025. My name is Chris Underwood, and I lead core payments here at Roku. This year has been a transformative milestone for Roku Pay as we continue our mission to make payments smarter, simpler, and more impactful for you. Over the past year, we've focused on innovation and excellence, launching features that redefine what's possible in payments. Together, we've built the tools to increase user retention, enhance flexibility, and optimize revenue streams. Today, we'll do a deep dive into the exciting developments from 2025 that demonstrate our commitment to innovation. We'll touch on key topics such as the Catalog 2.0, where we've completed comprehensive overhaul that introduced parent-child product structures, add-ons, in-app bundles, and quarterly billing, all designed to give developers unparalleled flexibility in managing their offerings. We'll also talk about the enhanced subscription recovery product, which, leveraging an AI and customizable grace periods, we've effectively reduced passive churn by up to 60%, expanding subscriber lifetimes by an average of 3.5 months. And I'm thrilled to kick off this journey with you, and I'm confident these innovations will open new pathways to success for your business. Before I hand it off to Cheyenne with an in-depth look at Catalog 2.0 and how it empowers developers to manage their products more effectively, I want to remind everyone that you can scan the QR code here to ask us any questions you may have, and we look to answer them at the end of the session. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Thank you so much, and thank you all for joining us. I'm Cheyenne Valenzuela. I'm on the product team here at Roku. I'm responsible for our monetization platform. I am here to talk to you about Catalog 2.0 today. A lot of you are familiar with it. Some of you have even already migrated over to it. And hopefully what I am sharing with you will be illustrative of your new experience, or for those who haven't migrated, will get you excited. We have introduced Catalog 2.0. It will provide more flexibility around how you manage your subscription plans. And I'll talk a little bit more about the kind of details, but essentially what we've done is we've created a hierarchical taxonomy, more of a parent-child relationship to allow you more flexibility around how you sell your plans. We've also given you more self-serve functionality and in simpler ways to manage your catalog. And in addition, new features and capabilities like cancellation offers, which comes right out of the box, add-ons. You can create add-ons, bundles, quarterly billing. So I'll get a little bit into more of the details in the next couple slides. So what is Catalog 2.0? What is this new structure that we're talking about? We have created essentially a parent-child relationship. Previously, we had a very flat taxonomy where each subscription plan was its own product, and now we've decoupled the content that you're selling from the billing terms. And so what we've done is now create this more flexible way to sell your plans, and manage. You can also manage the way, in terms of exclusivity, you can manage the way that your plans interact with each other. We use the term purchase option and SKU kind of interchangeably. So if you hear that, you'll know what we're talking about. What are some of the new features within Catalog 2.0? Cancellation offers it comes out of the box with Catalog 2.0, doesn't require you to do any work. Essentially what it is when a customer initiates a cancellation on web or on device, it allows you to create an offer to help retain that customer. And you can set the price and duration and eligibility and some of the other components of the cancellation flow. We've already seen really good success with this with partners who have implemented it. And it's a really easy setup, and you can set it at the purchase option level. We also have add-ons, which give you a way to sell additional content that requires a base subscription. So if you want to create a subset of content that's only available with a kind of premium subscription, you can create that as an add-on to an existing base subscription. And you can also bundle these together. You can bundle other subscriptions together. You can bundle add-ons together. So bundles give you a lot of flexibility around how you present your subscription plans to your customers. And then quarterly billing, pretty straightforward. We've got monthly, annual, and now quarterly. And lastly, we hear you. We have heard you over the years asking how can I as a developer provide feedback to Roku? And we now have a little tab on the right-hand side of the browser window. You'll see it, you click into it, and that provides a mechanism by which you can give us feedback. We've also got some new self-serve capabilities around limited time offers and scheduling price changes or price changes. We give you the ability to schedule a price change. You can schedule a price change for new users or new and existing users. And we are working on providing a way to schedule price changes for new users separately from existing users. And that's coming shortly. And we also have more capabilities around setting up limited time offers with a simpler flow. And lastly, one of the key things about the new catalog experience is its simplicity. We've created tabs that allow you to manage your products and purchase options and product groupings in a simpler way. We have sorting, filtering, and searching so you can find that plan that you're looking for more quickly. And drafting and cloning. Drafting allows you to come back to a subscription plan, to a purchase option that you've started previously, so you don't lose all your work. And cloning just makes it kind of a faster operational process. Thank you for joining us, and I will pass it on. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hi guys, this is Dhruv. I'm on the Roku Pay team. So we'll start with the subscription recovery program, with the overview and some of the developments we have on this program. So just a quick overview on the subscription recovery. So we have the enhanced policy versus the non-enhanced policy, which is the old one. So the enhanced policy, the recovery window goes out of 60 days, while the previous one was 5-day. We have the grace period, which is 3-day default today, versus previously it was 5-day recovery window with a 5-day grace. Our retry schedule, we've developed further on that. It's currently, AI smart driven retry schedule versus previously was fixed. And then, we have all these mobile notifications, email notifications, and of course we take advantage of our devices for an on-device notifications to drive active recoveries, i.e. Encourage the user to update the method of payment to recover. Again, we've discussed in the past, but we highly recommend everyone to get on the enhanced policy. The numbers speak for themselves. Enhanced policy will drive down your passive cancel rate by 40 to 60%, and it will extend your subscriber's lifetime by 3.5 months, which will then increase your LTV. So it's a huge and a very simple way to improve your user retention and deliver measurable business impact. The notifications that we discussed earlier, they drive as what we call active recoveries. So, we have two types of recoveries on subscription recovery, active and passive. Passive recoveries are due to the payment attempts that we have optimized on the back end, whereas active recoveries are due to user notifications that encourage user to update their method of payment. So overall, about 30% of our total recoveries are active, and we are continuously optimizing this and make it smart, ML driven, with better templates, better timing, and better positioning on the platform. While passive recovery is about 70%, which is due to the retries. I also like to point out we have launched a newer version of retry, which has increased the recovery rates by 1.5%. And this has already been launched to all our partners. Huge improvement in recovery rates. And yeah, so as of last week, we already launched this to all our partners. And finally, I want to bring your attention to onboarding to enhance subscription recovery. We have on the develop portal, there's a tab where you can go to onboard to enhance subscription recovery. There are certain APIs you have to integrate with. They're all available in the developer docs. And as it is a cert requirement, so we highly, highly encourage you to onboard to enhance subscription if you haven't done it. We have a partner management and partner engineering team that you can leverage if you have any questions. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, here we are. Good morning, team.
Morning.
Are you guys ready? Gonna fire away here. Here we go. The first question. For cancellation offers, will they show it on device only or also when users try to cancel online?
I can answer that one. It's web and device. So when they go to cancel online, they'll see them there as long as they're eligible, depending on the eligibility that you have set up as the developer, and they can also see them on device.
Awesome. The next question. When scheduling a limited time offer, we only have the option to select a date, but the time is always 12 a.m. Pacific time. Any plans to allow us to schedule a specific time? This would allow us to synchronize promotions with other platforms.
Another great question that I can take. So this is great feedback, and this is precisely why we're here and why we are implementing kind of a feedback tab. And so it's great to hear that this is a kind of a need for our developers. And so definitely something we'll take under consideration.
All right, still waiting for other questions. Um, Guys, fire away. This is your chance to interact directly with the Roku Pay team. So, and surely there are questions out there. Or not. In the event that there are no more questions, I mean, we can end early. Just to let you guys know, the next session will be at. Oh, hey, look at that. We have a question. What is the best way to move people from one product to another?
So I'm assuming you're talking about wanting to migrate users. And in this context, I'm assuming also that we're talking about purchase options. Purchase options are that lower level of detail. Products just really represent kind of the content that you're selling. The purchase option includes the billing details and the base offer. And so in this context, I'm assuming we're talking about a purchase option. So in terms of wanting to migrate, I think we actually have some clarity from the person who asked this question. Is that something we can?
Okay, yeah, we can do that. Give me a
Okay.
second. I can have him.
Yeah.
Give me a sec. Let's take a look here. All right, Kevin, I'm gonna unmute your mic and give you a chance to talk to the panelists directly. So, um, Kevin, you are on the air. Fire away. Kevin. Kevin, here's your chance to just kind of elaborate on your question. You there? All right. We will move on. All right. Let's have the next question. So next question. Follow up from the previous question that was raised. I thought Catalog 2.0 allows for custom time, not specifically at 12 p.m. I believe it's part of the documentation and also in the new Catalog 2.0 UI. We are able to edit the time field. Can you confirm?
Yes. Okay. So I probably misunderstood the question. I think the way that I understood it is how do we ensure that it matches the kind of the time in the locale that we're in. And so yes, you can edit the time today. You can edit the time that it starts. In terms of how that maps to where you are, I think there's still some outstanding questions there. So yes, just to be very specific, you can edit the date and the time.
So just to extension of that that answer, you have to click on the time that which is displayed on the calendar control and just click on it, and it will show you the additional time available to do it. And just make sure, just be cognizant that the time will be displayed as the local time. So if you are selecting and if you are on the Eastern and select 12 a.m. means it's equivalent to the 12 a.m. Eastern, not the PST.
Also, I think I got Kevin. We're going to try to unmute Kevin again so he can elaborate on his questions. So, Kevin, I think I've asked you to unmute. So you should be able to talk. Or not. Okay, we're going to move on. All right, next question from Steven. We have a lot of legacy products that have long been retired, but still have active subscriptions. So we have to keep them in the portal, which creates a lot of noise. Is there a way to migrate users on those legacy products to new products?
Gijo, I'll let you talk about operationally what that would entail and who that's available to. But I just want to clarify one thing really quick. So the way that we've kind of created the flows within the new catalog, you have tabs that represent different states of purchase options. So you have an active state. Those are purchase options you can actually buy today. What you're talking about now is legacy purchase options that you don't necessarily support anymore, but that still have active subscriptions. And that's your ended state. And so we've tried to simplify the different states of purchase options by creating these tabs. If what I'm hearing is that still is kind of creating some churn and confusion, then that's just something that we have to consider. So in terms of the usability piece of this question, we tried to kind of address that with the different tabs that represent the different states of the purchase options. The actual migration itself, I'll let Gijo take that.
For the migration from legacy products, we do support that, but we need to you need to contact partner success, and we need to do that from our. It's a manual job right now. There is no automatic or there is no self-serve option for doing that. The main reason for we don't support that is that requires some adjustments on the subscription model which we have. So it's not something that which available right now for self-service. But you can certainly reach out partner success, or if you are a tier 1 partner, you can reach out the partner manager that you can, and you can contact us. We will help on that.
Using Catalog 2.0, can we create and set the same product ID with different SKUs that will point to different countries? Or what is the best approach to make regional purchase options?
So I'll answer this one too. As you create a purchase option, I think the real constraint here to, and this is a known issue, to scaling a purchase option across international regions is really the price tier, because you select one price tier for a purchase option. And I'm going to make the assumption that you wouldn't want to create the same kind of, ultimately use the same price tier across countries. And so generally what partners do is create a separate SKU. So you can use the same product, but you would create a separate SKU for each country. And that's really a constraint on kind of the price tiering rather than the execution of the catalog. It's more of an operational problem that we know about.
Okay. All right, great. On to the next question. Could the Roku Pay service be available for managing subscriptions on other platforms, such as a PC, even if the user does not have a Roku?
I can take that, but I'm not really sure I understand the question.
I could try to.
Yep.
We could have once again attempt to have the audience read this on air and elaborate. Stu, if you'd like, let's see if we can try to do this.
I can take a stab on that.
Go ahead, Gijo.
Subscription purchase is not available on cross-platform or any other platforms, but they would still be able to manage like cancellations and renewals. That all can be used, or they can use it for entitle the subscription check from the backend APIs that which is already available on our SDK documentation. There are web services APIs that which is available. So there needs to integrate those web APIs from the partner backend or developer backend to use that.
Excellent. All right. The date time issue I can confirm. The daytime issue I can confirm. You can edit the time, but the UI control is not obvious that you need to click on the time. And also be nice to be allowed to use the keyboard and edit the date time on the text field. So I think this may just be really good feedback on the UI.
Yep.
But Cheyenne will probably
Taking the note.
this one. Yeah.
Thank you. That's great.
So noted. Thanks for the feedback, Marcelo. From Kevin, we have another problem. When I call Channel Store Get Purchases, it returns the active subscriptions and all consumable purchases, but we have no way of cleaning out that list. But it requires a lot of time to process it, especially for test users. How can we remove them for test users?
So Kevin, we received this issue from Tom Charles. He passed that on to us, and we have a ticket. So we are looking into it. It's not an expected behavior. You are correct.
Cool.